What's going on, everybody? KingofDragons 5000 here, coming at you with another figure review. Today we'll be taking a step back and having a look at a figure that I've already reviewed, but it's been a while on an old camera, so I'm actually updating his review. But today we'll be having a look at the Mattel WWE Elite Collection Series 30 Road Warrior Animal. Now, this is actually one of my favorite Elite figures, so what we're going to do now is take a little break, get him off the stand, and then we'll have a better look at Road Warrior Animal. So here we have Road Warrior Animal off the stand, and I have to say, still, even to this day, one of my favorite WWE figures, and they just did so many things right with this figure. There are a few things I need to nitpick about it because it is something noticeable, but other than that, it's still a really well done figure. Now, before we actually go off into his accessories, let's actually bring out his tag team partner, Road Warrior Hawk. And here we have Road Warrior Hawk next to Animal, and you can see they look really, really nice together, and they should, because they are one of the most decorated tag teams in all wrestling history. Really did want this updated attire. I know originally when they were releasing the Legends line, they were wearing their Road Warrior gear, which was just the black tights with the black shin guards, or forearm guards, and shoulder pads. But overall, this is probably the most iconic look for the Road Warriors. I remember I even had some really old Road Warrior figures with my brother. We are absolute diehard fans of the Legion of Doom. Still wish I had those figures. Unfortunately, I don't anymore. Time did take a toll, and I did end up losing them. But here we do have Animal, and he only does come with 3 accessories, but they're the only 3 accessories he really needs. The first 2 accessories are his forearm guards. I don't know why I want to call them shin guards. And they're the exact same mold, just one casted for the left side, one casted for the right side. And even on the inside you can see an L and R, so you know which side they go on. Really nicely detailed. I just kind of wish these were sculpted a little sharper, like they're kind of soft. The next accessory Road Warrior Animal comes with is his shoulder pads. Now, getting it on and off, you do have to watch out for his little rat tail right there, because it might get caught in between this little crevice, so you want to be careful with that. Overall, a nice little sculpt, but I can't help but feel like it is missing some details. Maybe if they had outlined some of these panels with black, it would have looked so much better. But as it stands, still a really nice accessory, and you can see it is a little bit dusty. They have been on my shelf for quite a while. I like to rotate my figures, and obviously the Road Warriors don't leave rotation. And while we're at it, let's actually have a look at Animal now. Looking at his face paint, it is the Animal face paint. However, when I think Animal, I think of the white, green, red, and black, not the yellow and red. So I kind of wish that there was some white right here where the spider is, some white and green where the yellow is, but still nicely done figure. One problem that I do have is that his beard is not painted. Now, I understand this is really accurate to how he looked in WWE, and from a distance you really can't tell, but up close you can obviously see he should have had this all painted on. It is just a reused head sculpt, so I really can't fault them for that. Now, one thing that the original figure didn't have was this bigger torso, and I have to say this torso works for Road Warrior Animal. Animal was a really big, massive guy, and this just really, really captures how big Animal was. The only thing missing on him actually is a Tasmanian devil tattoo that should be, if I'm correct, on his right arm. That or it's on his left arm. I don't quite remember, but I'm pretty sure it's on his right arm. You can see it does say Legion of Doom on his tights. Now, being that it's black plastic painted red, there are some areas that will bleed through. Like you can see there is some sloppiness right here on this design. But other than that, it's still a really nicely done figure. And then obviously his buckles are nicely painted, which I do like his boots. Moving on to Animal's articulation, he has a standard Elite articulation. He has a ball jointed head, although because he is using the bigger bulky body, He can't really look up all that well, and he does look down slightly. He can tilt his head though, surprisingly, because you really don't see his neck that well. Arms on a universal joint go out, do a full 360, and again they do go out as you can see. They swivel at the bicep, still stiff joints. I really do like that. The joints on them are still really stiff. He has a single bend in the elbow, spins and hinges at the wrist. He has an ab crunch which works pretty well. Waist swivel, which is probably the loosest joint on Animal, but it's not a big deal for me. Legs go forward, back, and out. He rotates at the thigh, double jointed in the knee, swivels at the boot, and has a hinge in the ankle. Although because the way his boot is sculpted, let's actually show that off, you really only get that much range going forward and that much range going back. There's really not too much range on Animal here. Zooming the camera out, but we still do keep some rocker ankle, so that's really good. So I really do love Road Warrior Hawk and Road Warrior Animal. So what I'm going to do now is take a little break, get them posed for my final thoughts, and then we'll wrap up this review. So sit tight, everyone. So here we have Road Warrior Animal posed for my final thoughts. Overall, again, a really well executed figure and probably one of the best figures I have in my collection. Along with Road Warrior Hawk, these guys are some of my favorite WWE figures to date. I really do like the accessories. The only thing I think they could have done better is if they came with WWE Tag Team Classic titles. However, I do have some sitting around, so I can give them to them. But overall, still really great figures, really well done, really executed properly. I do like the bigger Animal. The Legends Animal was a smaller build, so I do like the fact that they updated him. With that being said, guys, I really do recommend you find yourself the Road Warriors because they are great figures. Unfortunately, Animal here, I have seen him go on Amazon for $60 to $70. And getting them together, you are looking at paying no less than $100. If you can get them at a really good price, both Hawk and Animal, I really recommend you get them, especially because you can't have one without the other. With that being said, guys, I'm KingofDragons 5000. Don't forget to like this video, leave a comment, subscribe to my channel. Go check out all my other action figure reviews. All my other WWE figures are up, so check those out while you're at it. And as always, if there's a figure you would like to see me review, let me know down in the comments, and if it fits in my collection, I'll definitely have a look at it. Until next time, guys, I'll see you later. Take care, everyone.